Sterling High School, Channel 19, winner of the National Emmy Award for the Best Live Game Broadcast.
You're watching Sterling High School, Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford.
For the first time since 1971, Sterling is South Jersey champ.
Went on to become New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string sink. South Jersey is well represented now.
Sterling is going to the championship game.
Looks like he's fouled there. Put on a desperation shot, and there he goes. Yeah! It's good! It's good!
Hello everybody and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19, and it's time as we're getting ready for some girls basketball here at the Castle. The first round of the Group 2 playoffs between your Sterling Lady Knights and the Gloucester Lions. The Sterling Lady Knights sit at 13-13, 8-7 in the conference, while the Gloucester Lions sit at 16-8, 8-6 in the conference. So as we take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings, the Haddon Township Hawks come out on top, 14-1 in the division, 25-3 overall, and then Haddon Knights 22-2, 19-8. Haddonfield sitting at 9-4 in the division, 17-11 overall. And then your Sterling Lady Knights, 8-7, 13-13, a team that kind of defied the odds to get to the position that they're in, hosting a home playoff game this year. And then the Woodbury Thundering Herd and the West Effort Eagles follow them in the standings. And then as we take a look at the Colonial Patriots standings, the Audubon Green Wave won the division this year. They were 12-2 in the division, 19-6 overall. And then Gloucester Lions came second, 8-6 in the division, 16-8 overall, and then Lindenwold was third, Collingswood was fourth, Gateway was fifth, and the Paulsboro Red Raiders were sixth. As we take a look at some of the stats, Sterling again set at 13-13 this year, and then Gloucester was 16-8, excuse me. Sterling was fourth in Colonial Liberty, while Gloucester was second in the Colonial Patriot. Sterling's offense averaged 33 points per game, while Gloucester's averaged 41. And then Sterling's defense allowed 37 points per game, which was really good for this season, and Gloucester has allowed 35, which was even better. Lexi Kuhn and Paris Logan, the junior and the senior for Sterling, both averaged 11 points per game, while Maddie Sims and Amber Willsey came up with 4. And then for Gloucester, Logan Thompson and Corrine Kelly came in with 8 points per game each, Ava Moore with 6, and then Elizabeth Schultzes with 4 points per game. So the game history, since 2007, Sterling leads the series 5-1. Sterling has won the last 4. Gloucester's last win came in 2009. So Sterling has won the most recent matchups, 4 out of the last 5. So to take a look at South Jersey Group 2, Sterling versus Gloucester here in the round 1 matchup, the winner will either go against Middle Township or Camden Academy Charter. So more than likely Middle Township at Middle Township. So these teams are going to have a tough schedule ahead of them as time goes on. Cinnamon sits at that 2 speed. And then we take a look at when these two teams faced off earlier this year in a rather historic matchup. That was Coach Kate McDonald's 300th win on January 23rd, 2025. Sterling won 52-36. Paris Logan had 19 points in the win. Willsey had 12 and Kuhn had 10, while Thompson had 8, Torres had 8, and then Haley Zuccarelli also had 8. So the keys to the game for Sterling, I think the playoff game is where it kind of switches up a little bit. We've seen limit the turnovers. One of the first times we haven't seen it here. The keys to the game. Keys to the game for the Lady Knights are rebounding, making sure they get those boards, the glass cleaners. The Lady Knights are smart possessions, making sure they stay smart with the ball. I guess that can fall under the turnover category. And then solid team defense, which is something that's been a consistent most this year. So we take a look at the starting lineups for the Gloucester Lions. Corrine Kelly, the freshman this year, having herself a really great season, leading the team in scoring with 8.3 points per game. Also almost averages 3 steals as well. And then Elizabeth Schultzes has 4.3 points per game and 4.3 rebounds. So someone they're going to have to watch out with on the boards. the junior Logan Thompson with 7.6 points per game and 3 rebounds. Kirsten O'Donnell, the junior, having herself a phenomenal season as well. And then Ava Moore coming in to round out the starting 5. And then for Sterling on top there, it's Maddie Sims, 4 points per game, averages around 6 rebounds as well, also averages 2 steals. And then Lexi Kuhn, 11 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, shoots 26% from the 3. And we're going to have a little bit of an interesting stat coming in soon. Amber Wilsey, 3.5 points per game with around 3 rebounds. Paris Logan this year dominates, 11 points per game, 9 rebounds, shoots 33% from the field, also averages just about a block and a half. And then Jordan Frazier rounding up the top 5 with a 3 points per game and 4.5 rebounds per game. So I'm going to step aside for just a moment. I'm going to let the Lady Knights introduce themselves.
Madison Sims, junior, forward, Stratford.
Lexi Kuhn, junior, guard, Stratford.
Michaela Carr, senior, guard, Summerdale.
Paris Logan, senior, forward, Summerdale.
Amber Wilsey, senior, guard, Stratford.
Molly Hofbaker, freshman, guard, Laurel Springs.
Macy Fox, senior, guard, Laurel Springs.
Jordan Frazier, junior, forward, Minderwald.
Aaliyah Smith, junior, forward, Magnolia.
So welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. On your left is the Gloucester head coach, Keith Gorman. And on your right behind Coach Jones, is the head coach for the Lady Knights, the one, the only, Coach Kate McDonald. So thank you all for tuning in here to Sterling Channel 19. Welcome back to the broadcast booth. This what could be our last home game of the winter season. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak. And Max, getting ready for a big playoff game. How are we feeling about tonight's matchup?
Well, I mean, you get into the playoffs and the stakes are a lot higher, which obviously goes for every roster, all 16 of them in this bracket. But I think for Sterling, barely edging themselves out into getting a home game was already huge. And they need to keep that momentum going, as they had some nice wins late in the year. They also had some setbacks late in the year. And I think we saw in those key terms, obviously, not having exactly limit turnovers is a bit of a shock. We've seen them, if not every game, at least the majority. And I think it's definitely something that they should keep in mind, because if you don't have the ball in your hands, you can't score. And especially in this playoff, if you want to move further into the bracket, regardless of what's next, whether it be the 1 seed, which is more likely, or the 16 seed, you got to be able to beat the team, because they made the playoffs for a reason, and that starts with round 1.
Mr. K and I had a conversation earlier this year. There's our athletic director, Ken Sayano, and we always kind of talk about our teams as, time goes on and we review the season or review the preseason. And both of us said that this girls basketball team has been a rather weak than prior years, and not expecting the best from them. But with Coach McDonald and a really talented, or really efficient, I guess you could say, group of girls, they've gotten themselves to a home playoff game, and I think that is rather impressive.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, they definitely also had a lot of lost, talent. I mean, obviously, even though we know Ireland K for her soccer capabilities, she ain't bad on the court either. It's a big loss for them.
So Lexi Kuhn also is approaching a big marker tonight, as she is 2 3-pointers away from 100 total 3-pointers. The last Lady Knight to do that is someone we know very well here on Sterling Channel 19, especially as of late, Maddie Sims' older sister, Morgan Sims. So it'll be interesting to see if she gets that landmark tonight. And we're off here at the Castle, getting ready for some playoff basketball. Thank you all for tuning in, as Gloucester is going to start with possession. Going towards the lane right there, what looked like Kirsten O'Donnell. And the takeaway by the Lady Knights. Sims storming up the court, looking for Wilsey. Wilsey can't catch it. Wilsey finds Logan. Logan, a couple girls behind her, tries to put it up. That one does not go. That one tips off of what looked like Schultzes. And Sterling will maintain possession.
Well, I mean, this is something that Sterling has done very well throughout the season, finding ways in the paint to make something happen. And they got the ball into Gloucester's hands a little before it went out, which is just what they needed to maintain possession. And they've done it once again.
Gloucester tips it again. Good defense here by the line so far. That's the freshman, Corrine Kelly. Again, having herself a great freshman campaign, 8 points per game, along with almost 3 steals and 2 rebounds as well. Good rotational defense here by the Lions. Good screen there by Wilsey. Sims finds her. This one goes back to Sims. Sims steps up, was thinking 3, passes it along to Kuhn. Kuhn now from 3. She gets it! One away for Lexi Kuhn. First 3 points go to Lexi Kuhn. And now the Lions looking to answer back. That one tipped there by Jordan Frazier. The Lions get it back. This one give off to Kelly. That one tips off of Wilsey. Kuhn fighting for it. picks up the steal. Sims now going up the court. Scanning, finds Kuhn. Kuhn does not go. Gives it off to Sims. Sims now finds Wilsey. Wilsey back to Sims. Sims moves up to the top of the key. Gives it off to Wilsey, who looks inside for Frazier. She can't get it at first, recollects it. That one does not go. Kuhn goes up and gets fouled on the way up. Good action here by this Sterling offense. We're going to take a look at the replay.
I mean, against such an aggressive defense that Gloucester has, they've been able to find their way and find these fouls in the paint early on, either keeping possession or getting these early attempts from the free throw line, which I think is very important, especially in playoff games. You want to get as big as a lead as you can, as in any way that you can.
So Kuhn misses her first. 79% from the charity stripe, as we mentioned. 11 points per game this year, just a little under 7 rebounds per game. Also shoots 26% from the three-point spot. She misses both of her free throws, and now one three-pointer away from 100 total career three-pointers. Now, Max, I would assume that if she doesn't get it this year, she would definitely get it next year. So that would be an awesome moment for you. But
yeah. I mean, I'm here regardless.
Yep. One away, I think Lexi Kuhn has that hot hand, and she can get hot any minute. Wilsey can't collect it. So possession will go right back in the Lions, hands, just about 2 minutes down here in quarter number 1. 3-0 to score after an early Lexi Kuhn three-pointer. As this one gets over to Kelly. Kelly now going to chuck up a three. That one does not go. And possession will stay in favor of the Lions.
Well, Gloucester's been finding, at a slower pace than some teams, but still finding their way trying to get around this 2-3 zone, which, I mean, that's the kind of things you have to do, try to find as much open space as you can when everyone's spread so wide across the whole key.
So Moore missed the mid-range as this one gets over to Wilsey. Wilsey cannot collect it once again. Sterling with a couple of turnovers thus far off of these long ball plays, as there's Coach Keith Gorman. And there's Coach Kate McDonald. Two great coaches facing off against each other here in this first round matchup, and the 8 and the 9 seed battling it out. And Coach McDonald had 2,000 points here in her Sterling career when she played basketball, and then Coach Gorman had over 1,000 points in his respective basketball career. So two masterminds of the game, played in the high school level quite well. As this one gets over to Moore, who cannot get it. Rebound there by Paris Logan. Sims progressing up the court, gives it off to Logan. Logan gives it off to Sims. Sims finds Wilsey. Wilsey off to Kuhn. Kuhn now all the way over to Sims. Sims over to Wilsey. Wilsey now to Kuhn. Kuhn for three. Does not go. Rebound there by the Lions. And this one gets out to Schultzes. The Lions progressing. This one gets over to Thompson. Thompson now over to what looked like Moore. Good ball movement here by the Lions. That one gets tipped there by Paris Logan, but saved, almost saved by Maddie Sims. Let's take a look at the replay.
Take a look. Incredible throw from Jordan Frazier there to the referee. But that attempt to save it is definitely the hustle that you need in the playoffs, which they have shown. They've been getting up and down the court very quickly. They've had a lot of pressure on Gloucester. It's why, while it's a low score, is still a 3-point lead for Sterling halfway through the first quarter.
Wilsey now finds Sims. Back and forth between the two. This one gets inside to Frazier. Frazier finds Sims. Sims now going to fire away from three. That one does not go. Rebound there by the Lions. There was a great box out there by what looked like number 21, Kirsten O'Donnell. Kelly now working here against Wilsey. This one gets out to Thompson. Thompson pressured immediately there by Frazier. Blows around her. And a travel violation called there on Thompson.
Well, this is something you can't afford. Is you see that, yeah, it's a couple of steps there. And then they'll call it and tries to go for a scuffle on the ball with a couple Sterling players going after it themselves. That's the kind of fouls you need to draw to keep the ball in your hands almost at all times.
So a turnover by the Lady Knights. Thompson has it. Working up the court here, going to go against Jordan Frazier. This one gets out to Moore, who finds Thompson. Thompson now blows inside, looking for the layup, gets it out to Kelly. And now a three-pointer taken here by Moore. That one does not go. And the rebound will stay in favor of the Knights. It's an amazing coaching matchup tonight as the Lady Knights only have a 3-point lead over the Lions. The Lions having some trouble scoring, but the Lady Knights doing the same after the first Lexi Kuhn three-pointer, and a foul called there on Maddie Sims.
From what I can tell, it's a little too much contact. We're trying to go for the ball.
I think Sims just a little frustrated on how the offense has worked out so far. Only has the three-pointer from Lexi Kuhn, which was rather early, so you think they would build off that a little bit, but they could not. But on the other side of things, Gloucester has had a rather tough time themselves. This one gets to Sims. Sims out to Wilsey. Wilsey now for three. That one does not go. Fighting for the rebound, but that one will go in favor of the Lions.
I think both Gloucester and Sterling throughout this first quarter have had a rough time with shot selection instead of, finding ways to get those shots, because they'll get open in some cases, there won't be a ton of pressure, and then they'll hold on to it really long. It reminds me of, like, I'm watching Jalen Hurts, just hold on to the ball a little too long, and then the opportunity's gone.
Don't you diss Jalen Hurts, he's a Super Bowl champion.
I know, but you've seen it.
I don't care, he's won the Super Bowl.
Listen, I love him, but that is something he does a lot.
All right, well,
he also did it in the Super Bowl.
Back onto the court.
Don't scoff at the tape.
I'm scoffing at the tape. So Kuhn has it, looks inside towards Logan. Logan, Euro steps, and gets the foul, and the and one. Paris Logan, what a move. Gets herself 2 points, looking to complete the three-point play, and with that 68% free throw shot, very possible.
Yeah, definitely possible. Yeah, you're doing the little scuffle that I had last time around.
Knock on wood.
Nonetheless, this is what she's done all year. Paris Logan's been so good in the paint and so good at making these three-point play opportunities or free throw shooting opportunities, whether it's 2 or 3 points on the line. She's been so good around the rim offensively and defensively. You didn't knock enough, pal.
Yeah, and there's the announcer's jinx kicking in right there, ladies and gentlemen. As now the Gloucester Lions looking to get things started back on offense. 5-point lead by the Lady Knights. The Lions unable to make a basket so far, and that one will not change it as Thompson just misses. Sims to Kuhn. Kuhn gets it back over to Sims. Sims now finds Wilsey. Wilsey all the way across to Kuhn. Feisty defense by this Lions team as they're working here on the perimeter. This one gets out to Kuhn. Kuhn for 100. That one does not go. Wilsey finds Kuhn. This one gets to Sims and over to Wilsey, who finds Frazier inside. What a dish by Amber Wilsey and Jordan Frazier getting on the board.
Frazier tends to be open in those situations. She's always able to find her space while in the paint, and she can use her size to get points like that consistently. We've seen it multiple games throughout this year that she can really use that space.
That one misses from the Lions, and Wilsey the second in the team in assists per game, and that definitely showed right there as Kuhn gives this one off to Sims. Sims finds Wilsey. Wilsey to Sims. Sims steps up, gives it back to Wilsey. Wilsey from three. That one's in. The bank open for Amber Wilsey, and a timeout taken by Coach Gorman. You can follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19. We'll have live updates of all the games and, of course, all the fun and exciting things that happen here around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19.
You want to
I'm going a little I want to deeper. Yeah. So, rather the opposite of the former Sterling versus Gloucester affair this year. Sterling beat Gloucester 52-36. Rather high scoring in this first quarter. Sterling's the only one with points, and they only had 10.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there are still 3 more sets, 8 minutes to go. You never know what can happen, especially in a game like basketball where it goes back and forth. Teams get hot throughout a quarter. We saw it multiple times on both this squad and the boys' varsity seasons, so you can never count anyone out. But being down a 10-point deficit towards the end of the first quarter is not where you want to be.
Both of these defenses, though, very good at what they do. The Lady Lions only average 35 points per game, while the Lady Knights only allowed 37.
Yeah, it's an eye poke.
It was called there on Jordan Frazier, so it's her first of the night. So 2 and 2, the fouls even between the two teams. Frazier and Sims with the 2 fouls for Sterling, and Ava Moore has 2 for the Lady Lions. This one, a 3-pointer from Thompson, does not go. And out of bounds against the Lions, so Sterling will get possession.
I still don't get why they're called the Lady Lions. Lioness is a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just rings better. Like, I guess
alliteration.
I guess there are Lady Knights, but you don't really have to call them, Lady Knights. They're just Knights. So that one taken away there by the Lions. This one moves forward. It's Corrine Kelly. Corrine Kelly against Sims gets the layup, and the first 2 points for the Lady Lions. Quickly, the Lady Knights move. Sims off to Kuhn. This one back to Sims. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds left. Sims for 3. That one does not go, and that'll drown out the rest of the clock here in quarter number 1. Low-scoring affair here in round 1 of the Group 2 tournament. 10-2 the score after 1. Make sure you guys tune in after this short commercial break.
I'm so tired of entering all this discipline. I just wish there was something I could do.
We've got illegal use of the phone. Report to VPO.
Just signing the Minga.
No.
No use of the Minga pass. Going back to classroom.
Late for class. Violation. Illegal wearing of the hoodie. Gray hoodie. That's a violation. Falling asleep in class. That's a violation. How many times am I going to have to tell this to you?
Clearly more than that, old geezer.
Personal foul, speaking mean to a teacher, that's a violation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. As there's a beautiful shot of our castle, Sterling High School, on the drone shot there from Mr. K. And we're back here in the gymnasium. Sterling holding an 8-point lead over the Lady Lions in quarter number 2, and I think both teams looking to ramp up the scoring in this second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're Gloucester. Obviously, Sterling pulled away with now an 8-point lead. A layup, the only points coming for the Lady Lions, and I think in this second quarter, you have to go in a half with some momentum, and this is the perfect time to get it. You just scored your first basket. You got to keep up that.
Kuhn looking for 100, and she knocks it down. Lexi Kuhn, 100 3-pointers. The first to do it since Morgan Sims. That is number 100 for Lexi Kuhn. What a mark. What a moment there for Lexi Kuhn, as that was a big, big moment for her. Again, 3-pointer, 100, the first to do it since Morgan Sims. And before that, we don't even know. So that's how rare it is here in a Lady Knights uniform, and only in her junior year, so many more to come for Max on the play-by-play call next year.
Probably even more in this game.
Yeah.
Like, she made it from not only once, but twice from the hardest part of that perimeter to score from, the corner twice. She just continues to showcase how she got to that 100-point mark.
3-pointer taken there by what looked like Zuccarelli. That one did not go.
300 points, just on threes alone.
Yeah, that is crazy. I actually didn't even think about that. So Sims finds Kuhn, back over to Sims. Sims moves up to the 3-point line, takes a 3-pointer. That one does not go. Sterling looking for the rebound. Good hustle, but the Lady Lions come up with it. Now moving up the court is Daly. Daly loses it. Sterling comes up with it. Logan, Kuhn on a 2-on-1. Logan's going to take it herself, absorb the contact, and the and one. Paris Logan. What a player. Sterling up by 11.
This is the second time, and we mentioned it earlier, she's so good at getting the contact and the points at the same time. That's what Paris Logan excels at, and we continue to see it. And obviously we saw there, Torres really tried to put in some effort to keep her out, maybe draw a charging, but it just wasn't going to happen. Paris Logan knows her way around, working around the rim of the basket to make stuff like that happen.
3-point play from Paris Logan. And the momentum seems in all in Sterling favor right now, as they're up by 14 here against this Lions team. This one out to what looks like Torres. That one did not go. Rebound there by Sims. Coach Gorman looking for some juice off the bench from some of the Lady Lions, as they've only scored 2 points in this matchup. Sims moving in, gets it out to Kuhn. Kuhn looking for 101, and she knocks it down! Lexi Kuhn, the hot hand obtained, the Human Torch on fire, and Sterling up by 17.
Well, obviously a 17-point lead is crazy enough, but having 19, 3 of them are threes, and they're all from one person, breaking an 103-point made threshold and then continuing to pile on.
Kuhn has it. She's looking to slow things down here for the Lady Lights. Sims finds Wilsey. Wilsey gives it off to Sims. Logan has it. Logan looking for an outlet. Good defense here by what looks like Chiotti. Sims has it. Gives it off to Logan. Working once again against Chiotti. Logan cutting inside with the floater, and nothing but net there from Paris Logan. Little bag work there from Paris Logan as she has 7 on the night. Zuccarelli looks inside for Chiotti, and she travels. Sterling 19 points ahead of the Gloucester Lions right now, and the Lions, no answer on offense.
I mean, when you're in a position where the amount of points that you have is 1 digit of your opponents, you've got to be in a rough spot mentally, but you got to know you got to keep carrying on. And you definitely can't travel to make up those points.
So a timeout called there by Coach Kate McDonald, as she didn't like what she was seeing on offense. No substitutions off the bench so far from the Lady Knights. And for the Lions, most of the team has played so far, and they have just yet to find that spark. You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling Channel 19. We have live updates of stuff happening around the school, updates of stuff happening here on Sterling Channel 19, and all the things you guys need to know. Make sure you guys go follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19. So there's a couple of the Gloucester fans in the stands. With that also being said, and thank you to all of our fans watching throughout this winter season, what could very much be our last home game of the year here on Sterling Channel 19, and we appreciate all the support throughout this season. We'll be back in the spring with 5 sports. We have baseball, which we'll see Mr. K coaching, softball with the new head coach Emily Kozaneski, the boys lacrosse team and the girls lacrosse team, and then boys volleyball. So we're excited to get that started in about a month. This one goes to Kuhn, a nice pass there from Sims, and that one goes off of a Lions player, and Sterling will maintain possession.
Well, I mean, this has kind of been the story of possession throughout this game. There's been a lot of fights for the ball and not enough getting the ball for the Lady Lions. They need to settle themselves down a little bit if they're going to want to win those scuffles over the ball, like they have done there for a moment with a nice tip pass. They need to put in that kind of effort to make things go on.
So a jump ball called, and possession will go in favor of the Lions. Credit to Jordan Frazier with some great hustle right there. Now the Lions moving up. Looks like Corrine Kelly looking to get things started here for Gloucester. Just about halfway through quarter number 2, only 2 points on the board for the Lions compared to Sterling's 21. Kelly looking to change that. That one does not go. Rebound by Sims. And Kuhn takes 1 step too many. That possession will go straight back into the Gloucester Lions' favor.
Well, I mean, it returns back to shot selection again. These shots, they're rushing them a little bit at this point. I mean, obviously they're down by 19. That's a huge margin that you got to close, and you want to do it as fast as possible. That doesn't mean you should rush the play. You should still let it flesh out at least a little bit. Find yourself. Let the rhythm of the game get to you.
A nice almost takeaway there by Paris Logan. That one says it's tipped off of Chiotti, so that one will go in favor of Sterling. Great hustle on the defensive side of the ball so far by the Lady Knights, and that's been the story of this one.
Definitely. It's been shutting down Gloucester, and obviously it's been working, only allowing 1 layup, and we're almost at halftime, 4 minutes to go.
So this one gets to Frazier. Frazier bobbles it for a moment, but retains. Frazier gives this one off to Wilsey. Wilsey to Kuhn in the corner. Kuhn for 3. Knocks it down! Make it rain, Lexi! 3-pointer, 102. And Kuhn with 12 points on the night. This one taken by Zuccarelli, and she answers back, giving herself her first 3 points and bringing this back to a 19-point game. That one tipped. Logan gets it back, trying to give it off to Kuhn, and a foul called there on the Lions. So still, the bench stays the same as the Lady Knights have not made one substitution thus far. Kuhn has it, finds Wilsey. Wilsey to Sims. Sims wide open at the 3, takes it. That one does not go. Rebound, fighting for both teams, and possession will stay in favor of the Lady Knights after the jump ball call. This one gets out to Frazier. Frazier going to rip from 3. That one does not go. The possession will stay in favor of the Lady Knights.
I mean, again, this has been Gloucester's problem when trying to get possession back. They just can't hang on to the ball. Keeps end up going out of bounds, and they keep leaving these possessions and attempts to make more of a gap for this lead for Sterling, which is exactly what they need to evade at all costs.
It looked like a charging call there against Paris Logan, so possession will go in favor of the Lady Lions, and Sterling, no points on that long possession. So now the Lady Lions looking to respond. Off of the turnover, Kelly gives it off. Thompson moving inside, faces Sims. And that one will stay in favor of the Lions.
Seemed like maybe the Gloucester bench was expecting a foul to be called there, but nonetheless, you still have the ball, you still can do something with it.
Kelly now with the jump shot. That one does not go. Rebound by the Lions, another 3-pointer. That one does not go. Once again, rebound by the Lions, but Sterling takes it back, and Frazier ends up with it. Now Kuhn soaring up the court. And we're going to welcome to the game a good buddy of ours here at Sterling Channel 19, Mr. Ciano. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, what more could we ask for right now? All right, look at this. Beautiful finish. Yes!
And an one there from Paris Logan. She stays hot. 9 points on the night.
You guys can hear me, correct?
Yes, we can now hear you, Mr. Ciano. How's it going? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good right now. Feeling pretty good. We're playing our brand of basketball right now, so I'm happy.
So, Mr. Ciano, our first-year athletic director here at Sterling Channel 19 has brought, or not Channel 19, but here at Sterling, has brought our soccer team to a state championship and a lot of other success throughout a lot of other sports. But now, the winter season coming along and both teams in a playoff spot, Mr. Ciano, how are you feeling about both teams' chances tonight?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about this one right now because we got some kids who are shooting the lights out. And when you give them 5 points and almost 14 minutes of basketball, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job so far. And Mr. Ciano, I think we're going to run into trivia as there's action happening on the court. I would think, let's wait till the next whistle.
Okay,
so now
sounds
Kelly
good.
moves in. Excuse me, that is Kelly. And Thompson gets fouled on the way up. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Now is a good time for trivia, Mr. Ciano. So hand us the question when you get a second.
Okay, this trivia question here is sponsored by Madison Sims.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Question is very hard. What 2 teams competed in the 2011 NBA Finals?
Okay, 2011 NBA Finals. Is that Spurs and Heat?
That sounds right. Spurs and Heat.
Okay, well, you got one of them.
All right, so Heat.
Is that the Mavs year where they got murdered by Dallas?
That's a good question. Is that Mavs Heat?
Is that Mavs Heat?
You tell me, is it Mavs Heat?
I think it's Mavs Heat.
Yeah, we're good on Mavs Heat. Buzz it in.
Man, you're locking that in. You sure?
Yes.
100%.
Oh, tough pass there. You're 100% right once again, guys.
I don't know if we were right or wrong.
Yeah, the noise overtook you there, Mr. Ciano, so just wait one moment. Because there's a nice basket there by Gianna Torres right there. Now, Mr. Ciano, tell us if we were right or wrong one more time.
Oh, you just want to hear me say it again. You were right.
All right, I think we got it.
Yeah,
I think we got it.
I didn't know if it was 2011 or 2013.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
But
who was the MVP? Pretty obvious.
The MVP was Dirk.
Yeah,
Doy.
pretty obvious. Okay.
So, yeah.
Doy.
Yeah.
Doy.
So get hot here.
Kareem Kelly now lighting it up. And now this
All right,
Lions team
question
coming
here,
alive.
then.
Mr. Sino, we're going to let you go for right now. We're going to check back in with you quick, or in a little bit, and we will talk to you later. Thank you, Mr. Sino.
You got it. I'll see you in the second half, guys.
So talk about a turn of events on the court while we were talking to Mr. Sciano. Now another jump shot taken there by Torres. That one does not go. Rebound by Logan. Now Wilsey from 3. That one's nothing but net. Beautiful jump shot there by Amber Wilsey. She has 6. And Sterling now answering back after the Lions' ferocious offensive performance. Thompson out to Kelly. Kelly looks inside for Torres. Torres now puts one up. That one does not go. Rebound by Logan. Wilsey gets it stripped away. Thompson moves inside. And a foul called. That one's going to be called on Paris Logan.
Number 3, Paris Logan. Second and foul, team's 4th of the quarter.
I mean, if we take a look at what led us here. Well,
wow.
I mean, she had a lot of good dribble moves if we could see them. If we try to take a look one more time. She has been a pretty solid dribbler throughout this one, but especially on this drive that we had just seen.
Wow, this is interesting. Look at her technique here, Max. Watch this. She does everything with the one hand.
Really?
Everything with the right.
Wow. Huh.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, ladies and gentlemen. And I think she nailed that one.
It's really interesting.
That is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Somali Hoffaker subbed onto the court for the Lady Knights while we were talking about the dribble moves. The first substitution made by the Lady Knights in this game. As this one goes right to her. Hoffaker has plenty of playoff experience. Hoffaker looks to put one up. That one blocked. 30 seconds remain here in quarter number 2. Moving in is Torres. Torres now embracing the contact, moving inside, looking for the mid-range. That one does not go. Rebound there by the Lady Knights. Sims now moving up the court, cuts back, and finds Kuhn. Wilsey can't hang on, so 9.5 seconds remain here in quarter number 2. So now Thompson moves up, gives it off into the corner. This one goes inside to Torres. Torres now puts one up and gets it off the backboard. Sterling with little time. Heave there by Maddie Sims, and that one's not going to go. And a resilient comeback here by the Lady Knights. Still find themselves down by 15. But you guys think we're going to go to break, but not so fast, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to introduce Superfans leader, also a Sterling Channel 19 announcer, Connor Warrington, checking in from the boys' game at Overbrook. Connor, how you feeling, buddy?
Start off here, Dan.
So, Connor, I mean, how's the vibe there at Overbrook? I mean, is it a fun time as you're there? And it looks like Connor cut out, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to take us a break. There is one of the first of 5, or the only of 5 remaining original McDonald's signs, as we're going to get back to you guys in half number 2.
Douglas. Here. Brody. Here. Joshua. Joshua. Joshua.
I don't think he signed up for flex time.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm too late.
What made you become a bully?
Twerk! Twerk!
Whoa, nice one, man. You should start hanging with me.
Okay.
Look, Danny, look at this. Go show him who's boss.
Hey.
Huh?
Danny, go to VPO.
No!
Well, you know, Mr. Jericho, I guess it started with peer pressure.
Oh, good, I guess. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, this, that, everything.
You know, like, yeah, of course, yeah. Well, it's nice seeing you. I'm gonna get going now.
All right. Out of here. I'll see you.
Hey,
Hey, Robbie.
is that Brody over there? How's he doing?
I don't even know.
I'm out of beer! Well, we need to go get some more. It's still dry. Yeah, let's go!
Take the seatbelts off. What are we doing? Yeah, you're right.
I'm ready to drive. Yeah!
Don't drink and drive.
Hey, stop that, bully!
Are you begging for a knuckle sandwich, twerp?
Maybe I am.
Nice try, twerp.
Please, hamburger, please help me. He's bullying me. You're right. I need to help you. I'm the anti-bully. Logan. Oh my God, thank you. Oh yes, King.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we are back getting ready for the second half action between your Sterling Lady Knights and the Gloucester Lions. And that first half was all Sterling in terms of the offense until the very end, where the Lions stormed up and got themselves within 15. Lexi Kuhn with 12, Paris Logan with 9, and Amber Wilsey with 6. And then on the other side, Corinne Kelly with 5, Gianna Torres with 4, and then Haley Zuccarelli with 3. So we want to welcome you back to Sterling Channel 19, and this first round playoff matchup has been rather exciting so far as both of these teams with 2 8-minute quarters to play to try and secure the second round matchup.
I mean, definitely going to be a hard second half to play. Obviously for Gloucester, you're fighting an uphill battle, and for Sterling, we've seen in multiple games they've dropped leads before. Both the boys and girls have, and I think especially now they need to keep themselves composed when they need to be clutch, which I think they'll be able to do based on that first half.
So Frazier with the early layup, and right where they picked back off, as Max said, they stay composed and they get themselves an early 2 points. Thompson now finds Schultes. Is this one tipped by Logan? Wilsey storming up the court, cuts back, finds Kuhn. This one gets over to Sims. Sims for 3. That one does not go. Rebound there by Logan. Logan gets fouled on the way up. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
It's the third trip to the line for Paris Logan. She's 4 for 4 thus far, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 3 for 4. I'm not 100% on that. No, yeah, because you jinxed her the one time.
Yeah, that's true.
So 3 for 4.
Nails her first. Paris Logan now with 10 on the night. Paris Logan this season averaging almost a double-double. 11 points per game, 9 rebounds, and just an insane senior campaign from her.
She's definitely had one of the best seasons on this roster this time around. Knows how to work in the paint on both sides of the court. She knows her way around the game, and it shows throughout every single match that they've had because they've been able to match up so well against most of these opponents. And she's been a driving factor in a lot of these games.
Thompson now finds Moores. This one gets back to the corner. Thompson once again swings it out. Perimeter passing here by the Lions as they go inside, and then it's taken away by the Lady Knights. Frazier cuts back, finds Sims. Sims looking to go inside, gives it off to Kuhn. Kuhn looks to take it inside, but that one taken away. Now going the other way of the Lions. Moore looking to go up. Did blocks there by Paris Logan. Sent that one back the other way, but the Lions will retain possession. Is that one tipped there by Lexi Kuhn? As it's back to the perimeter passing here for the Lady Lions. Efficient ball movement as this one gets back to Kelly. Kelly gets it taken away. Great defense here by the Lady Knights as Sims thundering up the court, cuts back, looking for three. That one doesn't go. And something I've noticed from this Lady Knights team so far, Max, is their vibe in this second half has looked a lot better. I think that first half was maybe a little frustrating towards the end, but it looks like everyone is back to smiles and having a good time.
And they definitely seem a lot more relaxed, a lot more calm as the game flows. And I think obviously having a double-digit lead throughout most of this game helps that mindset, but also to feel that way in a playoff game is a really good kind of flow state to be in as a 5 out on the court.
That pass goes a little waywire, but great hustle there by Wilsey to collect. Sims getting worked against there by Thompson, but Thompson gets called for the reach in. Logan Thompson with her first of the night. So after one quarter in Overbrook, 12-10 is the score according to our insider Connor Warrington. The boys would most likely go up to play Cinnaminson in the next round. If they win, I would like to say that. Wilsey has it, looks for Logan. Logan now going towards the hoop, puts one up and gets fouled. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
This is to push them into 20-point lead territory, which for Sterling, obviously, like I had mentioned before, anything's possible in this sport. Anyone can come back. We kind of saw it a bit in the second half, in the second quarter, but nonetheless, the constant effort to get fouls, get these nice points, just keep on going. Now a 20-point game. I mean, Sterling's really held control throughout most of this one.
So once again, we're going to take a swing and see if we can try Connor here. Connor, are you coming in loud and clear?
Some camera movement.
Yeah, we do see a camera. We're not hearing much from the Connor Warrington side of things as that ball is off. And now going the other way is Maddie Sims.
How did you jinx being able to see the camera?
No idea. That one taken away by the Lady Lions is now they're going towards the hoop.
I'm right here.
Kind of here. I feel like we're hearing a faint voice.
Like the boys game after the first quarter, it was a 12-10 lead for the night. But what are your thoughts in that first quarter, back and forth between both teams? I thought it was a very well-played defensive team by the Knights in the first quarter. Overbrook's good, but I just thought at the end we had a bunch of blocks for them and good defensive teamwork. The Knights came out hot. We hope they continue after the 3 quarters. Travis Smith got in there at the end, made a block and turnover on Overbrook there. We hope for a good game, and as always, go Knights.
Go Knights indeed, Connor Warrington. That was a great insider report there from Connor Warrington. A little bit of technical issues, but we got there at the very end, and thank you, Connor, for doing that for us.
Timeout taken by the Knights.
And you can follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19. We'll have all behind-the-scenes action here at Sterling Channel 19, all the behind-the-scenes action, the stuff at the school, and all the stuff happening in Mr. K's life. Make sure you guys go follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19. So there's 2 tech crew members. Douglas Bennett on the left, Richie Williams on top. Fortunately, those are not tech crew members on the next cut, but that's all right. Again, a very successful tech crew season for us this year. We had a lot of fun moments here in the winter season. The most memorable, I would say, is the Travis Schmid swap block at the end of the Woodbury game. And, I mean, a lot to reminisce about as my senior campaign coming to a close. Your senior campaign starting right up sooner than later. You're going to take the reins and do a great job. But we have spring season, as I mentioned before. Coach K's baseball team looking to go on a nice run this year. They definitely have the tools to do it. Lacrosse team looking to be consistent once again. The Lady Knights looking to do the same, and same with softball as well, looking to get back in the swing of things this year under new head coach Emily Kozaneski. So screen set there by Wilsey as Sims goes inside. Look for the layup and off the backboard and in. Maddie Sims facilitating the offense, but gets her first 2 points of the night off of a bank shot. Kelly now from long range. That one off the rim. Rebound by Sims. This one gets to Wilsey. Wilsey now going inside. Finds Frazier, who looks for Logan. Logan working inside. Turns, puts one up. And a travel violation called on Wilsey. Oh, excuse me, I think I said Wilsey.
You did.
Fouled on Logan. Called on Logan. Doy. Kelly now once again from 3. That one nowhere near the mark. Now Kuhn moving up. Kuhn finds Sims. Sims rotating towards the corner, looking for help. Finds Logan on the inside. Logan puts one up. That one does not go. Now moving are the Lions. Torres gives it off to Kelly. Kelly puts up the layup. That one does not go. Ball on the floor. That one looked like a hit off of Frazier. And possession will stay in favor of the Lions.
Frazier's had a lot of hustle plays like that throughout this one, causing some jump balls, whether it be in their favor or not. That's altered, of course, but nonetheless, she has always been on top of things as she gets near the ball, and I think, especially in this playoff setting, you need to be playing like that the whole game.
So that one does not go there for Torres, as possession will stay in favor. Oh, excuse me. It looks like Lions will stay in possession.
For a second there, it seemed like they were going to give the possession to Sterling.
Yeah, that was a little strange to me as well, I would have to say.
They had their consult and they figured it out.
Yeah. Thompson now moves inside, and she gets the mid-range. And a quick timeout taken there by head coach Keith Gorman.
It's an 18-point lead for Sterling, and they continue bouncing back between 20 and
you can follow us on Instagram. You can follow our athletic director at Go Night Sports. You can follow him on X or Instagram, and he will have all the athletic reports of the day coming forward. So make sure you guys go follow him on X or Instagram at Go Night Sports. There he is talking with Superintendent Matt Sheehan. Cut off by the large, mystical, bright head of Tim McDonald. So, I mean, Max, you're in a predicament here when you're Gloucester, down by 18. There's still a little bit amount of time left in the third, but it's been hard to get some offense for you guys. I mean, what are you looking for as time goes on here?
I mean, I think you got to be looking for every point possible. Obviously, maintaining some composure in a time like this throughout a game where you've got not, I think, a little under halfway into this one, and you're definitely trying to fight back as much as you can prior to the fourth. Yeah, 3 minutes to go before you head into the final quarter. And this is obviously a big game. You got playoffs right now, and I think if you're the Lady Lions, whether you're a coach or a player, you're honed in on finding the right plays to make. You're not going to rush plays. You're going to take as much time as you need. Even though that could cost you, you need to take your time and make sure the play goes in your favor.
So now Kuhn moving up the court as she takes a tumble back but gives it away. Thompson now using her speed, working here against Sims and gets the and one. What a play by Logan Thompson. Sims on the foul, and she'll look to complete the three-point play as Gloucester climbing back into this one.
Thompson's been a leader throughout this one, most definitely. I mean, she's endured an eye poke from earlier. She's doing very well throughout this one, and I think drawing contact like that's been very good.
Hold on. So Mr. Sayano, welcome to the game, or welcome back into the game, I should say. And I mean, this one seemed out of reach when we last spoke to you, but now the Lions have climbed their way back into this one.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Couple mistakes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, Mr. Ziona.
Okay. Couple mistakes here and there. Got to limit the mistakes. That's what this game is about right now, right? You're up by 16. You got to limit the mistakes. Give them an easy possession. Make them score.
Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Ziona. I just wanted
You're
to
good.
ask
Gotta
you,
make
what
them score
are you
long
hearing
way.
about the boys' game right now over at Overbrook?
I'm hearing it's 15-10 Rams right now, which is not the outcome we're looking for. Like that pass right there, we can't have.
But Thompson misses the three-pointer. Rebound there by Logan, and it starts to seem that a little of the momentum has shifted in the Lions' favor, and the Lady Knights are getting a tad bit out of sorts.
Well, this is one of those times where a timeout would be nice.
This one goes underneath to Logan, and she's off the backboard and in. And Paris Logan, Mr. Sina, what a ridiculous player. Just keeps taking step after step every game.
I was just having a conversation with someone. If she's 6 foot tall, she's going to school for free. You know? She's that good. She plays like she's 6'3". She's so much fun to watch.
And now going the other way are the Lady Knights after that basket there from O'Donnell. This looks like a foul called on the floor.
Yeah, we're shooting free throws here, right?
So now going to the line to shoot two will be Jordan Frazier as the Gloucester Lions are in the bonus.
This is key too here. Limit the mistakes, make our free throws.
And Mr. Siano, on the other side of things, Gloucester Lions and their spot, they've been down a lot of this game. What are you telling your team to try and will them back into this one, knowing their season's on the line?
So what in their case, it really boils down to forcing us to make silly mistakes and getting quick shots up. You can tell the coach is saying push, push, push. He wants the ball up fast, trying to score fast. We got to make them work, just like we're making them work right now. Okay, it's a great possession defensively. Look at that. You make them work for every shot. We don't want to give up any easy shots. Easy mistakes in transition allowed them to score some points.
Could not agree more, Mr. Siana. Was now Sterling back on the offensive side of the ball. Frazier has it, finds Logan. Working the perimeter here, looking inside is Wilsey. Wilsey for the layup, and that one just misses there by Wilson. She will go to the line to shoot two.
Yep. So we just got to capitalize here. Every time we're at the line, we just got to make it.
So the senior, 4 points per game this year, 53% from the charity stripe. Looking to knock down a big two. As Mr. Siano said, limit the mistakes and make your free throws. And she misses the first.
All right, we got another one here. Concentrate and make it.
Knocks down her second. 7 points on the night for Amber Wilsey.
Right now, all the pressure's on them, right? So they're playing against the clock. So we just got to make them use as much clock as possible per possession. Okay, good job.
So Logan has it. 50 seconds remain here in quarter number 3. Wilsey off to Sims. This one goes inside to Logan. Logan goes up and gets it down. Beautiful play there by Paris Logan. 36 seconds remain here in quarter number 3, and a foul called on Amber Wilsey.
Yeah, it's not no big deal there. It's only foul number 2.
This one gets over to Torres. Torres off the backboard now. Wilsey has it.
Walk it up. Walk it up, Amber. Go down. Go down. Oh, nice.
Goes inside, finds Logan. Logan off to Kuhn, who finds Sims. Sims now with 13 seconds remain. Gets shoved down, the ball picked away, and now 3-on-1 going the other way. This one gets off to Kelly. Kelly for the layup. That one does not go. gets her own rebound with 3 seconds remaining. Put
Nice
one
job,
up.
guys. Great
And that
job.
one
Great
does
job.
not go. And the clock will tick. As that is the end of the third quarter. And now, Mr. Ciano, if you're on the Sterling side of things, what are you saying to your girls as you're going into the last quarter of the first round of the playoffs?
Pretty much exactly what I just told you guys. Let's make our free throws because they're going to be aggressive and put some pressure, and they're going to want to foul. Make your free throws and just execute the offense. I'm loving the offense here where we're getting Paris on the block and we're clearing out and giving her the whole half of the court to work on. Just make sure that we're controlling the basketball. We're not making any stupid passes, and you got to make them work on defense. Right? You got to make them, when they're on offense, you got to make them work for every shot they take. They're doing a great job. This is really impressive.
And I mean, that's perfect coaching advice there from Mr. Ciano. Now, on the other side of things, if you're the Gloucester Lions, some girls who could potentially be playing in the last game of their high school careers, what are you saying to your girls on that side?
You just got to leave everything out there. I mean, you just got to push the ball constantly, overplay every passing lane, try to create mistakes when they're pressing on a score, and just give everything you got for the next 8 minutes. That's pretty much the message I would be conveying to the team.
All right, Mr. Ciano, we appreciate you coming on and giving us some entertainment during this break. That'll probably be the last time we'll see you for right now. So thank you for coming on tonight, Mr. Ciano. We appreciate it very much.
Appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of the game.
You too. Always great to have Mr. Ciano on the broadcast as now the Gloucester Lions are looking to start with possession. Thompson fakes a shot, moves inside, gets past Sims, but it looks like a travel violation called there on Thompson.
I feel like there's been a lot of, I'm going to kind of put it on the stress of a playoff game, but it feels there's been a lot more traveling than we've seen in other games throughout this one, especially from the Gloucester side. With stuff, just a call you can't really afford in this kind of game.
Wilsey, nothing but net there. My goodness, Wilsey's been on fire. Scored 10 in the last game against the Lions and has scored another 10 here tonight. Or excuse me, she had 12 in the last game against the Lions and has 10 here tonight.
The amount of...
So in the boys' side of things, they are down at halftime, 25-18 against the Overbrook Rams. We're going to update with you guys as time goes on here on Sterling Channel 19. So Logan has it. Looking to move into some space, gets it poked away, but Frazier picks it up. Frazier now looking for the layup, and it gets in. Jordan Frazier using her height to her advantage. She has 7 points on the night. So now on the inside, a jump shot from O'Donnell does not go. And now Kuhn moving it up for the Lady Knights. Kuhn looks inside for Logan. Logan out to Wilsey, who finds Sims. So I'm going to get things started. Kuhn finds Frazier, but Frazier just moved a little too quick and dropped it as we take a look at the last basket with the replay.
I mean, Wilsey, a very confident shooter, a ton of pressure right in front of her, and she still shoots it, makes in the three, no backboard needed. And then after that, Frazier with a nice lay. And all of these plays have led Sterling with a 25-point lead over Gloucester.
So Wilsey has it, cuts back, looking for an option, swings it to Kuhn. Kuhn looking to go inside of the post. That one does not go, and now going the other way of the Lady Lions. A nice pass into Thompson. Thompson absorbs the contact and gets fouled. And it looks like she will go to shoot two.
I mean, I think you can see it a little more obviously throughout this last few moments. Even though they are scoring, the energy to run back and forth is dwindling, which, I mean, is natural. It's bound to happen, especially with the lack of substitutions we've seen from Sterling. I think the only sub we saw was Hoffaker going in for a moment around in the first half. I think around the start of halftime.
Sorry, Max.
You're all good. Outside of that, they haven't substituted a lot, which I think is kind of a gift and a curse, where you've still got all the 5 starters on a roll, have been doing pretty well, have still held a 20-plus point lead throughout most of this game. They are going to get drained pretty fast, and in the last few moments, could let up some things that you don't want to late in the game.
As Max was saying his thing, we got a little Brian feature at the center mark. Movie man, movie man. It's a foul called. This one looks like it's going to go against the Lions. Or excuse me, that one's going to be against the Lady Knights. That one will go to Paris Logan. So 48-25 the score here with a little bit under 6 minutes to play here in quarter number 4. The Lady Knights looking to move into the next round where they will either go against Camden Academy Charter or Middle Township. And a foul called again on Maddie Sims, and I think that is her 4th, so she has to be careful.
We know Sims is very passionate in the game. She's a natural-born leader for this team, as we've seen throughout the season, but that also means she puts in a lot of efforts that she could back off of, and I think we definitely see that in her foul counts throughout the season. She has these high foul games that lead to free throws being kind of gifted where you really don't want them to. Even though you've got a surmountable lead, that doesn't mean you've already won. And I think the fouls need to be as minuscule in total as they have been throughout the rest of the 3 quarters.
So now checking in the game now is Molly Hoffaker. I guess you could say the 6th for this Sterling squad as the jump ball gets called and possession will go in favor of Sterling. And a timeout called by Coach Kate McDonald. So looking for a reset here as time dwindles away.
Timeout taken by the Knights. 60-second timeout.
And you can follow us on Twitter or X at Sterling TV19. We'll have live updates of all the games and, of course, all the fun and exciting things that happen here around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter or X. Sterling TV19.
It's a nice staccato going on there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying new things out, you know. I might have to, write down these promos for the spring because, unfortunately, we won't have our truck. And all these camera people, I mean, that's also why tonight is specifically a little bit sadder, as this will probably be our last home game. So that is the end of a lot of these cameras. The majority of our spring games are the one-camera shoots that you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure the people at home do, too, watching the baseball.
They happen every now and then.
Yep.
The spring season tends to be where they come in most often.
So still plenty of time to play here. The Lady Lions looking to creep back into this one. As Sims on the bench for now, as she has 4 fouls on the night. Now Hoffaker looking to check this one in. Looking to give this one off to Kuhn. Kuhn gets there. So Kuhn moving up the court. Pressure here by Torres. Kuhn in a tight space. Kuhn getting around everyone. Kuhn with the mid-range jumper. That one does not go. And a foul called there on Paris Logan.
Now the team's 4th foul in the quarter. They really need to be more conservative on playing this physically. You've got a 23-point lead. You don't have to foul that much. You can kind of play a little more lax. Even though you want to get the ball, you can still take a second. Take a beat. Don't do too much and end up close to the bonus, which is where you don't want to be even with this lead. Any time, any place, points can shift.
So that one taken away by Torres. She gets this one out to Thompson. Thompson guarded by Hoffaker. Goes back to Thompson. Good rock movement here by the Lady Lions as they move this one inside to O'Donnell. This one gets out to Torres. Torres for 3. That one does not go. It also goes up into the net. So Sterling will get possession. Sterling looking for an outlet. This one finds Wilsey. She gets it back over to Hoffaker. Hoffaker to Wilsey. Wilsey now finds Kuhn. Kuhn to Logan. Good passing there by the Lady Knights. Logan now working the one-on-one. Logan looking inside. Gets fouled on the way up by O'Donnell.
See, it was a lot of pressure coming in from the Lady Lions, and Paris Logan makes a nice move to try and get under the outside of the defender and draws yet another foul. Goes back to the line and could make it a 50-25 game here with about half of this final quarter to go.
Logan makes her first. Make that 17 points on the night for her. Lexi Kuhn, I do not think has made a point in the second half. I think she ended the first half with 12. Now has 12 here in this second half. So the Lions did a good job of diminishing her this half. But Sterling looking to go up by 25 with this second one. And they get it.
We've reversed the jinx.
I know. I don't think I was excited because Logan made it. I think I'm excited because I didn't jinx her making it.
She's now 1 point away from tying her total from last time around when they played. It's 19.
There's a shot there by Chiotti that does not go. We'll see who the foul is on in a minute. Looks like it'll be Lexi Kuhn.
On the drive, you see there, I think.
That was number 15, Lexi Kuhn. Second foul, team's fifth.
Chiotti's dad is actually a Hall of Fame running back at Gloucester High School. Thank you to our amazing producer in the truck, Mr. K, for that stat. This is probably the most Mr. K stat I think I've ever heard.
Yeah. Cannot say I disagree.
So Chiotti nails both. Hoffaker looking for an outlet, finds Wilsey. Wilsey dribbles up, looking for Logan, just a little over her head. Good hustle there by Frazier, but getting the ball are the Lions. The Lions now moving up the court. This one goes off to Torres. Torres weaving inside, and a travel violation. Torres and the Lions fans alike not happy with that call, so we're going to take a look at the replay.
Well, they're trying to find a bit of a fast break here to make up for some more lost points that they didn't make earlier. I saw a bit of a shuffle of the feet, but it was a very light amount of traveling. I think they might have thought Frazier also reached in a bit because she was going for the ball pretty heavy, but be that as it may, the ref saw what the ref saw.
So Torres now with 3 fouls after the one she just committed. This one taken away by the Lions, and they get the layup. So Ava Moore finds her first 2 off the turnover. Sterling having a tough time getting off their side of the court.
So the ball went off of Ava Moore's foot there, as you mentioned. I mean, this has been something we've seen, is how Sims will come back in. She is on 4 fouls.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think Sterling looking for a spark to get off their own end. Definitely playing with the awareness that she has 4 fouls, but Sims an aggressive player, as is. That's what half of her game is. As Thompson has it. Another takeaway. Thompson for 3. That one does not go.
Sterling, I think, has had a lot of trouble getting the ball out of their own half because they keep letting the ball go out of bounds. They need to get the ball and then keep it moving immediately. They can't let everyone reset and get into position to fully pressure them.
Logan looking for 19. That one does not go. Off of a great pass there by QB 22. Honestly looked like Logan was running a route. Post-game show to follow. As this one gets to Torres, and Torres gets that one up and in. This lead slowly shortening down here. The Lions doing the right thing and ticking it down. Logan now working against it. A charge foul called there against Logan. And it seems like the momentum is flipped in the Lions' favor right now.
I mean, you see Paris trying to find a way through these defenses, and she shoves just a little bit.
I think Logan has 4 fouls. Or excuse me, Logan has 5 fouls. So Paris Logan is out of this matchup. So that's something the Lady Knights don't want to see. So 2 of their best players, Paris Logan, now out of this game. Maddie Sims with 4 fouls. Now checking in the game will be Aaliyah Smith. And this gives some hopes to the Lions side.
I mean, it's now a 19-point deficit, a reoccurring number that we've seen between these two sides' points. There's still about half this quarter to go. It is definitely not impossible. I mean, I'm going to sound a bit broken record, but any time in a game like basketball, the score can shift and the winner can be changed.
It's improbable, but it's not impossible. There's a tribal violation called there on Frazier.
Yet another, misstep. I mean, that one a little more literally than the other fouls, but nonetheless, you can't let the ball keep getting out of your hands. I understand limiting turnovers has not been much of an issue. I feel like outside of this quarter, they've been pretty good at keeping the ball in their own hands, but you can't foul it over either.
So Sims cuts back, smart play, gives it off to Wilsey, who finds Kuhn. Kuhn now for 3. That one does not go. Rebound by the Lions. 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go. This one gets out to Thompson. Thompson now shifts inside, going towards the hoop. That one does not go. Trying to put it back up with the line, still can't go. Torres gives it back. A little back and forth action, and they finally get it down. Ava Moore for 2, and now Sterling struggling with all the important things as time dwindles down. There's a foul called there. So Sterling, the boys' side, now down 27-21, halfway through the third quarter. So they're working their way back against the talented Rams team, as this is a giveaway there by Smith. Moving up is Thompson. She loses it. Wilsey and Frazier going the other way. Wilsey taking this one up. That one deflects. It'll go in favor of Sterling.
Wilsey went up with the mindset of drawing a foul based on what I saw from there, but nonetheless still have the ball. And I do think maybe a pass to Frazier might have been the option. You have an underpass, and it's possible you just get the nice land with the size and space that she utilizes.
3-pointer there by Lexi Kuhn. No shot bigger. Well, I would say tonight, but she had that 100 3-pointer, but that was a big shot. Trying to diminish this line's momentum as that one's tipped by Kuhn.
And it's right back up to a 20-point lead with a nice corner 3. I think all of her threes made tonight, and it kind of goes through more of the, into a broader standpoint with most of the season, have been from the corner, which is just even more impressive.
So Gloucester looking on the inside. That one taken away by the Lady Knights. Sims moves up the court. Sims finds Wilsey. Wilsey, nice screen there by Smith. Wilsey with the floater. That one does not go. So a whole team of substitutions come in here for the Lions as time dwindles away. And the Knights doing the same. The Sterling boys have the lead over Overbrook, 28-27. I definitely got a little excited right there, I'm not going to lie.
It's a whole jolt of electricity.
That was a whole
right
jolt of
through
electricity. I think I wish you had a camera on me right there because I just tapped Max on the shoulder. I know, I really did. So the substitutions in the game for both of these teams. So the Lady Knights will probably win this one. They will go on to either face Middle Township or Camden Academy Charter in the next round. Middle Township, the 1 seed, so they would play at Middle Township, and if Camden Academy pulled off one of the biggest upsets ever, they would play Sterling here.
That game is going on now.
Yes, I would assume. Unfortunately, they do not have a Sterling Channel 19, so they do not have a live broadcast. Carr getting pressured, finds Fox. Fox over to Wilsey. Wilsey looks inside to Carr. That one tipped. Good hustle by the Lions, but they cannot keep that one in. So Carr looking to inbound this one over to Smith. Smith to Carr. Finds Wilsey. Wilsey finds Carr. Gives it off to Wilsey. Wilsey moving inside. Gives it off to Fox. Fox for 3. That one does not go. Rebound there by Hoffaker. Hoffaker looking to put this one up. That one goes up, and that one does not go.
So it appears the Middle Township game does start at 7.
So they have not played yet.
I was going to try and look at the score tracker because I'm sure someone has it for Township.
Yeah.
It says it start at 7.
So we're going to welcome to the broadcast, hopefully, our insider, Connor Warrington.
Hey, Dan, I can hear you. It's loud, but here's some live action of the game. The Knights are currently up 28-27 over the Bears.
Connor, you gotta describe the atmosphere there right now. Describe how the student section's feeling as we're looking at an Amari Key drive. And a foul called right there. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna commentate the game. We're getting Connor. If you could keep that footage just the way it is right now, that would absolutely be perfect. That's actually even better. So Amari Key looking to shoot 2 here. Knocks down his first. That's a big game happening over there. Connor, over here, the Lady Knights are going to take the win over the Gloucester Lions by 20 points. Samari Key nails the second. There's a lot of interesting things, a lot of positives happening in the Sterling town right now. Sterling's trying to keep that lead as the Lady Lions looking for the layup as Zuccarelli gets fouled. Take a look at the replay.
I mean, we see it's a nice feed through, and then Macy Fox, a little too much contact on the arm of Zuccarelli, which grants the 2 shots here. Late in this one, with about 20 seconds to go. She misses her first.
So we're seeing the boys feed right now as they're going against Overbrook. They still have a lead. Schmidt is in the game today. He was someone who's been injured all week as Zion looks for the layup and gets that one in. I've had a good habit of dual commentating, so we're back at it again here on Sterling Channel 19. And we'll probably keep it going up to the post-game show. So here at the Castle, the Lady Knights take the victory over the Gloucester Lions 53-34, and they will go on to either face Middle Township or Camden Academy Charter. So we're back here in the lower corner. Both of these teams battling it out. This one advances up to Schmid. Schmid now for 3. Just misses. Now, dual commentating is rather a skill of mine, I must say. Time ticking down as that looks like a ferocious block there by Travis Schmid. So the score looks like 32-27 here as the boys have the lead over Middle Township. There looked like a foul on the floor there. Substitution looks like, I think it looks like Julian Tummings, if I can make that out correctly.
32-27 Sterling with 35 seconds to go in the third. The audio's not working. I can't hear you guys, but that's the score update for you guys.
Thank you, Connor. Keep it going, Connor.
We can hear you.
Oh. We are going to work on the post-game show here at Sterling, but we're going to drain this down till the end of the quarter. And it looks like a foul called on the floor right there by Travis Schmid, just trying to make out what's going on the screen. So 16.6 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Overbrook with the ball. 10 seconds remain. They drive inside, look for the layup, and it looked like he was fouled by Travis Schmid. If you're just tuning in, this is what you're seeing live from Overbrook. Here at the Castle, the Lady Knights prevailed over the Gloucester Lions in a final score of 53-34.
This would be Overbrook's first points in the third quarter. Sterling defense held them scoreless for 7 minutes and 45 seconds.
So what Connor just told me is I think this is Overbrook's first points of the quarter if they can make it. Sterling's defense held them scoreless throughout this third quarter, and they got it with 8.5 seconds to go for their first point.
I mean, this has been, based on what we've been hearing, an incredible quarter from Sterling coming out of the locker room after half, holding them to just possibly 1 point if they miss this second free throw. And they won't, but still holding them to only 2 points after being down the entire first half for the most part. Maybe if they had another lead, we weren't sure. Nonetheless, that is quite the feat going into the final quarter to possibly make a huge upset happen in the house of the 5 seed.
Well, it wouldn't be a huge upset, honestly, Max. We heard from Coach Beatty throughout the rest, and now Zion Arnett looking to go up with the ball. That one does not go. I think it looked like
end of the third, 32-29, Sterling lead. Going to the fourth quarter.
So end of the third, Sterling with a 32-29 lead over Overbrook, looking for the major upset. So our henchman, Karina Justice, wants to go get the post-game players for us as we are announcing the game here on Sterling Channel 19.
Henchman.
So fourth quarter action over at Overbrook, as we're going to quickly recap this game, and I mean, Max, total offensive domination by the Lady Knights throughout.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely that was the case, and I think Gloucester knew that Sterling's offense was a tough one to beat, but they couldn't compose themselves. And I think that was the main issue, even with the return of fire to make it only a 19-point deficit at the end of the game, while it was, at some points, I think the deepest they were dug in the hole was about a 25-point lead in favor of Sterling. It's obviously not what you want to see, especially letting up 53 points when you averaged about 20 less than that throughout the season. It's not what you want to see. But, I mean, after one quarter, they'd only had 2 points, and scoring another 32 on top of that was very resilient of them throughout this game, even if they couldn't get the job done.
So we're going to cut away for just a moment. We're going to be back soon with post games and more stuff from the boys' game to follow.
I need a quick puff of my vape right now. May I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, you may use the bathroom.
Yo, what happened to you? Wait. Man, screw that.
What happened to Doug?
Because he was vaping and thought it wouldn't hurt him at all.
And remember, stay clean, breathe fresh air.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as we are back just waiting for the post-game, as waiting for the girls to come out of the locker room, also receiving updates from Sea-Dog on the boys' game, and definitely a fun one over at Overbrook right now. So Connor is back. We are getting the full screen action here from Connor Warrington, and it looks like Overbrook has tied it up, so we're tied up at 32 apiece. And again, what a major upset this would be if Sterling could pull it off in terms of seeding, but in terms of the team, I think they've always had it in them.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard it, I think, from every Coach B interview, they haven't played their best basketball yet. And I think he'd probably say the same if they were to win this one. And because I think that his mindset is their best basketball is the one that wins them a title, which is definitely the right mindset to have. And if you can get there, Overbrook is definitely a hurdle, but it seems like they're slowly creeping over it throughout this one. They've got one more quarter to maintain the lead they've got now.
So again, time ticking away here at Overbrook. Some of the biggest games of some of these players' lives, especially some of the seniors, a very senior-heavy team, where basically the whole starting lineup, apart from Josh Borsch, if he even started, if Amari started, then the whole starting lineup are seniors. So it's just around post-game time in just a few moments here. I'm going to let Max ad-lib for a moment so I can get some of the girls. I wish you best of luck, Max.
You know what? Well, let's get Karina Justice on color here. I mean, she's already here. Why not? Is Gavin in troubles? All right.
Hi, guys.
Here she is.
How is everyone? I'm usually behind the camera, so.
Yeah, no experience at all, but it's all right.
Mari's dribbling up the court.
Markey's someone very trustworthy, but they get stolen from. Something that Overbrook's been very good at, making possessions happen, but they can't score. And they'll make it on the second chance points to retake the lead.
Knight's got to fight this whole game.
Ooh.
I know they got it in them, though.
Stealing again. I mean, the Rams have been going right through Sterling, but there might have been a call here as the play stops. It's really hard to tell via this camera.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening
I don't know
right
why
now.
Connor is so nervous, but his hands are very shaky.
Well, I think he's celebrating, so him and the student fans are going crazy, sporting
He's filming
the
in the
team.
middle of doing the worm, actually.
Yeah. He's doing the cha-cha slide.
Nonetheless, Overbrook finds ways to pass around the perimeter. But Sterling will regain possession here, and they'll try to drive up, maintain this close one as they're down by 2 in this last quarter.
Yeah, they have to limit their mistakes here, as we were saying during this game.
It's
The girls'
definitely
game.
very
It's the most
similar.
important. Clean basketball is good basketball. Good basketball wins games.
Forever and always. I don't know what. Was that off the cuff?
Yeah, that actually was.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Don't take my job from me. Schmid.
Already
Goes to
done.
Johnson. Can't quite get it from the top of the key, but Sterling will maintain possession. A nice save. And Camardo holds on to it. I think they called a travel on him, though. It's a bit of shift to the feet.
Yeah, I'm a little trying to figure out what's happening. Oh,
We're showing the
scores.
scoreboard.
What's the score?
34 for Overbrook and 32. Only a 2-point deficit. 5 minutes still to be played in Overbrook, so a lot of time left for this short deficit to become larger or in the completely opposite direction in Sterling's favor. So we see Key try to find some space. Can't. Gets it to Johnson, who can find Schmid towards the paint. Can't make anything happen. Very good defense and stolen from. And Johnson and Overbrook will get the ball back. But it seems like we are ready to get some stuff going on here for the post game. They're here now. You are good to go.
Their big win over Gloucester, and first it's going to be Maddie Sims. Now, Maddie, you guys had a phenomenal game today, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and even when times seemed rough, you guys really stuck together. And I mean, how does it feel to get a big first-round win over Gloucester?
Honestly, it feels really good that we're moving on to the next round, but also even more important, it was a good game because Lexi got her 103 today.
Yeah, and I mean, playing with Lexi, I mean, probably throughout your 3 years of Sterling basketball, I mean, how good has she been just in general? I mean, shooting from the arc, creating plays. I mean, she just does a lot for the Sterling team.
Lexi, she's so good. She's very hardworking, gives 100% every day. She overworks herself, does extra work, and just the chemistry that we have together really proves it on the court.
Now, I know this team maybe wasn't as expected going into this year, but, I mean, to pick up a playoff win, that does say a lot. Now, describe the team dynamic and how it's changed, throughout the year.
I think, starting, first week, the chemistry wasn't there. We weren't used to each other, but, every day we just spend with each other, we get better, and, it showed on the court today with our win today.
Maddie, good luck. Congratulations. Thank you. Next, it's going to be Jordan Frazier. Now, Jordan, you did a lot inside of the paint today, a lot of work. Your game looked a lot more improved today, and to be a big part of this Sterling team, how did it feel to be a big part of this playoff game and contribute in a large play?
Yeah, it's just been really exciting, and I think as a team we've just progressed so much and just improved and grown together and gotten chemistry and everything like that. And I think me personally growing has just been a product of that, and just yeah.
And to get a big win for such a longtime head coach, Coach McDonald, here against Gloucester, I mean, what did it mean to you, and how much has she helped you progress your game as time has went on?
I mean, just a ton. Just keeping our heads on, and just always giving us encouraging words and stuff like that, and just always telling us to be confident. And yeah, she's just been really, really like a rock.
And even when the game started to slip away from you, what were some of the words, or what was she saying to you guys to get yourselves back into it and to expand your lead even more?
Always just to play for each other. She just always emphasizes that and says, no matter what, just leave it all out on the court and play for each other.
Jordan, thank you. Congratulations. Good luck. Next, it's going to be the celebrity for today, Lexi Kuhn. Now, Lexi, a lot of stuff to talk about, but first we're going to do a little bit of personal accomplishment. I mean, I don't even did you know that was happening? Did you know that was at stake tonight?
I knew I was close. I thought I was more 6 away instead of 2. But then I obviously figured it out. So it was just exciting.
I spoke with Officer Smith, and he actually said that they were going to try and keep it completely hush-hush from you. So I think that worked out to your favor. But once you figured it out, how did that feel for you to get such a big landmark in your basketball career only as a junior?
I mean, it's just a big confidence boost. I mean, it's only up from here, and just keep shooting. Everyone knows that I can shoot, so it's just definitely a lot of confidence, especially in the playoffs. So it was good for me.
Yeah, there's the That's definitely a really cool moment. But now on a more of a team scale, you guys played really well tonight, especially on offense. And to get this, playoff win when a team like you guys, they didn't expect much from you guys. How does that feel?
It feels great. Like you said, no one expected us to get this far and to win. So just to win on our home court first round, it's huge. And again, it's a big confidence boost for us.
Thank you, Lexi, for coming on. Congratulations in a lot of facets. And then last, but certainly not least before we get to Coach McDonald, Paris Logan. Now, Paris, extreme aggression today, left it all out on the court, and you did a great job doing it, even if you fouled out. How do you feel after today's performance?
I just felt that I did well. All the hard work I've put in, it just, nice to see it work out.
And, I mean, this team, as I told a couple of the other girls, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people didn't expect anything from you guys. And to, kind of write those people off, how does that feel for you?
It feels nice to prove them wrong, that we still have a good team even if we lost a bunch of people.
And, I mean, this team seems a lot tighter than even in recent years. And describe the friendship that you have with some of the girls on the court.
It's just nice to build a friendship with the people you're playing with and have that team chemistry.
Thank you, Paris. Congratulations. And then last but certainly not least, I'm going to wait for Coach McDonald for a few moments. I may even flip off the mic in a moment and yell. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, she's ready. She's ready, ladies and gentlemen. She is ready. Coach McDonald, welcome to the broadcast. You are on the right side. Now, a big win for you guys. You guys take down Gloucester. Describe the emotions you're feeling right now after that big game.
Just from where we thought we were going to be in the beginning of the year to where we are now, I couldn't be prouder of these girls. So excited, so happy.
Obviously, a personal accomplishment accomplished tonight by Lexi Kuhn as she had her 103-pointer. And talk about how much she's developed these past couple of years of you coaching her and how much you love her. I mean, as a player. Yeah,
Lex is awesome. Lex is, we count her for the threes. Her defense is getting better. Her rebounds are getting better. She keeps shooting. There was times a couple years ago when if the shots weren't going in, she would stop, and she keeps plugging away and keeps shooting, and that's evident by the 103. It's a cool accomplishment.
It's a really cool accomplishment. And, I mean, as I mentioned, I was going to mention this later, but I'll mention it now again. And this team was expected to do nothing. There was a lot of people saying that you guys weren't the talented team that Lady Knights basketball always is. And how do you respond to those people now that you got that first-round win over on home court?
Well, we might not have the talent that some teams in the past have, but they have the grit, they have the determination, they have the teamwork, which is also signature for Lady Knights basketball. So without the talent, I think they showed that they were just as tough as any team we've ever had.
We versus me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach McDonald, congratulations. Thank you very much. I'm going to send it back to my boy Max in the booth.
Well, we still got a lot of quarter left in this game, and I think this will be a pretty entertaining one. Overbrook up by 6 currently. Sterling not much scoring with about 2 minutes to go in this one.
Thank you for handling it while I was gone. Max, you probably did such an amazing job as usual.
Karina came up with a very good phrasing across, off the top of the dome. Oh, she's here again.
Yes, I did.
She threatened to take my job.
So what's happening here right now, the Lady Knights just got a big win over the Lions by about 19 points, and we are broadcasting the Overbrook game. The boys playing Overbrook live from Overbrook, where they are up by 6, as we have Jason Voorhees sitting to our right. Don't know when he got there, but we are broadcasting that game right now from Skype, courtesy of our insider Connor Warrington. Looks like 40-34. Looks like Overbrook shooting a foul shot. They make it. So 41-34 the score. And Sterling's going to need some points quick as they've only gotten 2 in this fourth quarter. Arnett driving towards the basket, puts one up. Looked like he did not get it, but possession will stay in favor of the Knights.
That is the one, only downside, I think, from being able to have a camera in the fans is that sometimes people stand.
Yeah, I saw Vaughn McVeigh's little mullet, and that kind of blocked my view there for a second.
Made a second guess.
This one gets out to Arnett. Arnett for 3. He knocks that one down. A big shot there from Zion Arnett. Sterling closing the gap now. They're within 4. Oh, excuse me, it's 42-37, so they're within 5. So a minute and a half to go. Sterling needing a big defensive stop here. If Overbrook could get one here, that could be the dagger. They get it inside, and getting fouled on the way up is the Overbrook player. And it looks like he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 after he's fouled by Travis Schmidt.
It seems like they were trying to do some intentional fouling there. I mean, he only got about a minute 20 left, it seemed like. So it seems like the right move, but, I mean, within the points to count is only on one hand still. You can still make something happen.
Yep. So now back live at Overbrook. Again, big thank you to Sea-Dog, Connor Warrington, bringing us the feed, our insider here in Sterling Channel 19. as he makes the first. It's now a 6-point lead here for Overbrook. Time ticking down here for the Knights is the hope of a comeback becoming unlikely. You can never count the boys out, though, as they are the comeback kids. So it looks like that one went in as well. So now Overbrook up by 7 here against the Knights. Borsch looks like he has it at around the 3-point line. Gives it off to Key. Limited time left, so Sterling needs to do something fast. Key goes up to the basket. That one does not go, but it looks like a foul called on Overbrook. So 44-37 the score here with 1:06 remaining in quarter number 4. So the boys' season, could be coming to a close here, but the girls will move on, and they will go against Middle Township, which, Max, to say the least, is quite the tough opponent.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Middle Township, the Panthers got a lot of talent on that team. They've been very good throughout this season. I mean, the record shows that. And if we were to see Camden Academy Charter somehow pull off that win, not only would we be gifted yet another home game opportunity, that might be the biggest upset I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I know we mentioned, like, Sterling, if they were to win this one, would be like an upset seeding, but not really. That would be
an upset. So big aggression on the floor right there, but it looks like a foul called on Sterling. Or it might be a turnover. I'm actually not necessarily sure. Yeah, it looks like they're going down the other end of the court. So it looks like a turnover there by the Knights. Sorry, guys, I do not have any game volume, and I don't have, obviously, stuff from Connor Warrington. So a timeout taken. With 55.5 seconds to go, Sterling down by 6. So again, if you're just tuning in, if you're still somehow tuned into this one, the Lady Knights did win here at the Castle. They will be moving on, but the boys still battling it out with the Overbrook Rams, 44-38 the score as we take a look at the South Jersey Girls Group 2 playoff bracket. Middle Township versus Camden Academy Charter happening soon, and Sterling is going to move on to the next round to face one of those two. Still in the timeout at Overbrook, and just a very interesting occasion for the boys, and they're definitely trying to will that one out.
Most definitely. And I think anything that applied to the first round game that we got to broadcast here for all 4 quarters would be about the same for the Sterling boys side. They need to play with a lot of composure and make sure that they're not falling into any holes, not getting themselves into too much trouble with the fouls. Obviously now they kind of have to do so intentionally, but I think throughout those first 3 quarters, at least from what I had seen, not much had been going on in the fouls. Obviously, the only points in that third quarter by Overbrook were from a foul. But other than that, I didn't see much based on what the scoreboard is telling me.
So we're still in the timeout here. The boys just breaking the huddle. Overbrook doing the same. The boys with a big moment here to try and get themselves back within a possession. Karina making friends with Jason Voorhees.
I got a bracelet.
I'm actually very curious as to how Mr. Voorhees is seeing this game.
Yeah.
How many victims has he counted?
Oh, Jesus. So now this one gets back up to Johnson. He swings it out to the outside. Arnett finds Key. Key now from the top of the key. Nails it. What a big shot there from Amari Key. Sterling now within 3.
I tried looking at our scoreboard for the rest of the time.
41-44. I think Sterling had fouled quickly there.
Looked around like 30 seconds. I saw a 3 on the scoreboard.
Wow. What a shot by Amari Key. The transfer coming back to Sterling with one of the biggest shots of the game. I think he went to Overbrook.
He went to Overbrook, and he traveled here also with Mr. Ciano. Fun fact. He's on his way over right now.
Yeah.
Come say hi.
Mr. Sino, we're actually watching the game live on our screen right there. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to talk on the handheld mic, you can.
We got so many mics.
You want to?
Interview mic?
You want the interview mic? Are you sure?
He's good.
Well, I think if they're still in the
timeout
clock. So
it looked like they were about 30 seconds.
I honestly think this is less of a broadcast now and more of just like a group of people watching
watch
a
party.
game. Yeah, this is a watch party.
I don't mind it at all.
No. These poor janitors want to get out of here too. I mean,
sorry guys.
We're really testing their patience. I do feel bad.
Gotta appreciate the janitors keeping our school clean.
Of course.
That is what janitors do, Karina.
Is what they are paid for.
They do it very nicely.
Yeah.
And very well.
Yep.
No one was diminishing their...
No.
Yes, you were.
No.
We just diminished you. There's a difference.
You turd.
There's a difference.
So hopefully we can get a look at the clock. 34.5 seconds to go. Sterling down by 3. Overbrook for the inbound. Sterling needs a turnover and a score. Look at the coverage there by Connor Warrington.
Insane camera angle.
C-Dog.
He's taking my job as camera woman.
He already did that.
He is a
He is a camera woman.
Connor doing a great job. And Overbrook gets the inbound. Overbrook going towards the basket. They cut back. Still cycling the ball. Sterling needs to foul, and they do. So Overbrook with the big 2 shots. Honestly, it looked like in the scrum that Jason Camardo got pushed down a little bit in the stack that they had here.
Yeah, he flew out of the frame.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a push, it definitely was just him tripping over himself.
Yeah, but it definitely looked like he did stumble back just a little bit. So Overbrook, huge 2 shots here. Number 3 for Overbrook. Makes his first. I'm getting told that is Zaire from Mr. Sayano.
He transferred from Sterling to Overbrook. Is that right? No?
No, it is not right. Too much right there.
Oops.
The big oops right there.
Oopsie daisy. Hey, I was close.
So he gets it. So
I'm going to go as far to say you weren't.
a 5-point game now. Sterling down by 5. Gotta go, says Mr. Sayano behind me. Our net goes up. That one blocked. It looks like he's fouled on the play. So he has the opportunity to make it once again a 3-point game if he can make both of these shots right here. Sterling's season in risk here. The senior campaign for so much of these guys in jeopardy. As Arnett makes his first. 46-42 the score. Get amazing coverage by Connor Warrington here. 17.8 seconds remain.
Both teams in the bonus.
Both teams are in the bonus. And Arnett makes it. 3-point game. Sterling needs to foul right away or get a stop. We're not necessarily sure what just happened there.
It looked like the ball went over the head of a Overbrook player, and it might have gone out of bounds, giving Sterling the ball.
No, I don't think so. It looks like Sterling's not happy.
A foul?
This has really turned into a watch party, ladies and gentlemen.
It really did look like it went over an Overbrook player's head.
That's what I thought too. The way the bench and the super fans reacted, they popped up.
Yeah.
100% agree with you there, Bax.
13.5. Minuscule amount of time.
Sterling needs this takeaway. This is a big pass right there. It looks like a foul, perhaps. Yeah, it's definitely a foul.
They're walking over to the line.
So again, the Lady Knights win here at the Castle. They're going to move on to the next round where they will either go against Middle Township or Camden Academy Charter. We are tuning in live from Overbrook, courtesy of our insider, Connor Warrington. Sterling down by 3 with 12.5 seconds remaining in here in quarter number 4 in their season. Slowly going away.
Yeah, they're keeping our kids on the bleachers. Super fans.
Yeah, we know they're a very, very rowdy section of superfans. We know.
I mean, you grow up going to Eagles games, you're going to end up a rowdy fan.
Yeah,
rooting for.
That is true. That one goes in. So it looks like a 5-point game now between these two teams. Sterling needs a very, very quick bucket. Amari's just going to have to take it from long range. That one does not go. Sterling looks like they got the rebound. Another 3-pointer. That one doesn't go. Camardo now on the inside. He gets blocked. Is that the game? No, not yet.
It appears so.
Nope, not yet. Maybe a foul.
Might be a foul.
So hope is still there. There's Mr. Dorico, our vice principal, kind of taking the role of Mr. Sayano, trying to keep the student section in check.
Look at that Super Bowl hat.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking hat.
It's a hat that I want.
It's a hat that I want. Do you want it, Daniel?
No.
I feel like we're on a podcast.
Yeah, why are you like whispering? You're very like awkwardly whispering.
Know.
Is this
I
just like?
I don't want to like yell. I gotta keep calm.
That's like our whole job is to yell.
Yeah, that's basically what our job is.
Not like at the top of our lungs, but definitely speak slightly louder than normal.
So Camardo makes his second, so we're back within a 3-point game here.
How many seconds are left to earn?
It looks like a timeout was taken. So time ticking down, delaying what is going to be the end of this game, probably right after this timeout.
That's what we'd assume. But
That's what we'd
we
assume.
just never know at this point, do we?
Yeah. There is 1 second left. Okay, so here's some girls basketball scores in Group 2. Barnegat, the 4 seed, wins 69-32 against Collingswood. Haddon Heights, the 3 seed, wins 79-28 against Camden. The 7 seed, Manchester Township, wins 66-34 against Pleasantville. And number 2 seeded Cinnaminson won 65-20 against the Lindenwald Lions. So there's your Group 2 update for the girls. The girls' opponent has not been found yet.
That makes up one matchup: Township and Cinnaminson.
Manchester Township. And
Manchester
Cinnaminson,
Township.
yeah.
There's so many townships. Manchester
There are a lot of
Township and
townships.
Cinnaminson.
So about what Mr. Sano saw, 1 second remaining. Sterling called timeout. Has to get either foul, ridiculous. I don't even think you want to foul here. You just want the turnover.
You just want to intercept and shoot.
3 guys are out of bounds here. This one looks more like a football play than anything.
Is this American football?
Well-schemed play.
Do they foul in time? Or is that it?
Is that it, ladies and gentlemen? No, it looks like it's another foul, but that would probably be it.
How slow does Connor pan to the scoreboard?
Yeah.
Point
Oh, yeah,
five.
0.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really extending this game.
So
Yeah,
one
most
foul shot
definitely.
will do it, but even then, hope is slowly simmering away here for the Knights.
Need a miracle shot.
They do need a miracle.
We've seen them before.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the anniversary was just yesterday for Miracle on Ice, 1980. I'm a big hockey guy, so a very staple movie.
What was the
in
name of the
childhood.
stadium?
I don't know, Karina?
Yeah.
Is that a 45-year-old movie
That's a
now?
trivia question.
The name of the stadium?
Yeah.
0.8 seconds now. So this guy, if he nails one, it's over, and it is
And it's
probably over. We're gonna watch it out though. You never know what could happen.
Is it the Icicle Miracle Stadium? That's what I think.
Yeah, if they pull this off, this would be the greatest miracle ever.
Our job would be screaming into mics at that point.
Is that it for winter season? So ticking down now, a couple seconds remain, a big heave, and that's going to do it for the boys' squad. So the boys have lost against the Overbrook Rams in a final score of 50-45, a resilient effort, but at the end of the day, the boys could not do it. And unfortunately, a very promising boys' team season has come to a close, I think, quicker than they expected. So that's going to do it here, and what could do it for the winter season here on Sterling Channel 19. So I just wanted to shout out, thank you all for your support throughout the fall and winter season. This is one of the last big streams we'll have, especially with all of our cameras in the truck and Mr. K. A special thank you to Mr. K for all the help throughout the season. Thank you to all of our camera people who has helped out, all the announcers who have helped out as well. And we're going to see you guys back in the spring, hopefully on the baseball field or the turf field or inside here in the gymnasium broadcasting volleyball. This is Daniel Leakin, Max Zubak, Karina Justice, Mason Tinkham, a.k.a. Jason Voorhees, saying goodbye one last time for the winter. And as always,